Hello, everyone. It's been a couple of months since I've provided any updates on this channel about the Bayou State Trail, and I figured that it'd be a good time as we're closing out 2024 to discuss what's been happening so far since we launched the map and made announcements about the Bayou State Trail being open to be able to hike. So last time I discussed anything was back in the early fall. And since then, there's been a lot of progress. First of all, the map views as of today, since we published it for people to be able to check it out online, is up to nearly 32,000, which is phenomenal. It's really great to see that there are that many people out there who are interested in learning about this trail, and at the very least might want to consider hiking the trail or sections of it in the future. I can tell you that there have been a few people that I've communicated with through social media and emails informing me that they do plan on hiking it in the near future. So that's good to know. I do know that there is someone that is currently hiking the Bayou State Trail, and it's going to take probably a couple of months because he's getting on and off trail, but he is currently in North Louisiana hiking it southbound, and we've been in touch, and he's given me updates. He's a little further along than where I'm at as I'm section hiking it myself. He also has a YouTube channel, and as we get closer to the end of his hike, I'll let you all know who he is, and then of course he'll start publishing some videos at that point in time. And there's been a couple of others that I know of that were in the process, at least, of beginning the hike on the Bayou State Trail. Now, in regards to engagement, it's been great. I see a lot of likes and shares, comments made at times on our social media platforms, which has been great. I appreciate it. Everyone out there who's done it, thank you. Continue doing it. However, we need more engagement. And that's why I wanted to talk about the future of this trail starting in 2025 and what we need to accomplish to reach our goal of making it not only a popular trail, but popular enough to where we catch the attention of our local elected officials, where they want to get involved and make it a better experience, whether it be making the existing route a better experience or working on rerouting the trail so that it could become a better experience. We've announced a couple of planned hikes in the last couple of months. I tried to target specific areas that I felt would be of great interest for people. Unfortunately, we didn't get much participation. We did have a couple of people recently for the Louisiana Trail section, but unfortunately, we just decided to cancel that planned hike. And I'm going to be reaching out to them individually to let them know what sections I'm going to be on certain weekends. Also, we need some help with social media. I've had people volunteer from time to time in helping us publish content consistently on Facebook, Instagram. We also have LinkedIn. And unfortunately, we get people, they'll stick around a little while and then they fade. So I know people are busy, but at the same time, this doesn't require much work. If you can just dedicate an hour or two a month, that's enough time, because I would be more than happy to provide the content needed to publish on a regular basis. I just need someone to help me come from behind and put it together and schedule it so it can get out in a timely fashion. So I'm looking for someone or people to help with that. I've had some interest in trail development. There's been a couple of people that have reached out to me that would either A, be willing to go out and literally go cut through the woods if we can get permission in certain areas to build some more single path tracking along the trail. And I've had a couple of people who are willing to at least work on reaching out to different parties in regards to getting a little more cooperation and routing the trail in different areas. I mentioned on my Cajun Hikes channel when I started days 1 and 2 up in Bodcall. That's an example where we've already established dialogue, and we just need to be able to go back and go a little further in terms of what's realistic and be able to do some simple rerouting. And our goal is to do this across the state. There's several public lands that we can utilize, but it's going to take several individuals. I've done a lot over the last 4.5 years, and I've had a lot of help from others. But for us to continue forward, we need steady involvement, which means that if we can get a lot of people involved, that's not much time required from each individual to be able to really push this thing forward over the next several years. So starting in 2025, we're going to be looking for more people that will be able to connect locally. Hopefully we can find people in different parts of the state along the trail so that we know that those people would have better opportunities to get in front of these elected officials or the people that are managing some of these public lands. So we would like to eventually see a committee for this on more of a statewide level to be able to make this happen. Now, many of you have submitted your information, and that's great. We have it. I've done a couple of emails already to all of you with the planned hikes, and we'll put out other announcements next year when things come about. So one of the things that I'd like for you to keep an eye out for is sometime probably in January or maybe early February, we're going to have a live event where we're going to discuss some of these topics we're discussing now and get some feedback from others and try to get people to sign up for something. Also, within that discussion would be trying to get some kind of membership status. Everyone is technically a member by just signing up, but to have a real membership level where there could be some benefits, where the fees would probably be very, very modest to start. But that's on the table. But right now, the most important thing for all of you is to try to get out there on this trail, even if it's just for one afternoon. That's why in the last couple of weeks, I made an announcement where I put together a spreadsheet for all of my tentative dates, every single day that I plan on hiking from now until mid-April. So it's all out there. And there's a lot of great spots to walk on. Even if it's a road walk, a lot of these road walks are nice. It's not like we're putting people on busy highways for 15 to 20 miles at a time. That's why we spent a lot of time creating this route and taking all this into consideration. So I really encourage you all to get on there and sign up for something. When the Appalachian Trail started, and I'm using this as a prime example because we know everyone in the hiking community pretty much is familiar with that trail. It's like the mother of all trails in the United States. It had to start somewheres, and it started with trailblazers. And I'm not talking about just people that literally went out and created the trail. It's going out and hiking a route and creating popularity and awareness in those communities so that they start to take notice to it and want to go and find a way to create more single path trail access through the woods. That's how the Appalachian Trail came about. And we're talking over 2,200 miles. The Bayou State Trail is not even 500. And we already have almost half of this being some kind of nature trail to begin with. So we're probably looking at realistically maybe 300 miles of development. And it may take several years for it to be accomplished. And we may never get it to be 100% single path. But the only way that's going to happen is if you become a trailblazer and you get out there and hike the Bayou State Trail, even if it's, like I said, a day here or a day there. People see these things. They take notice to it. And the more they see people out there on the trail, the more they're going to be intrigued by it. And for those that own businesses along this trail, when they start seeing people coming in with their backpacks spending money, it's going to bring attention to it. That's the only way this is going to happen. I'm very happy with what we've accomplished so far. I know we can accomplish a lot more, but we need all of you to get involved in some capacity. Even if it's not where you're not even physically able to get out and hike for a day, but you believe in this cause, please sign up for something. Social media, that's a great way of doing it. I can even work with people on making updates to the website, helping me send out emails. When we get to other levels of this with the membership, and then also, like I mentioned earlier, making phone calls, sending out messages. It's not much work. We may just be able to have enough people to where one person is assigned to contact one individual. And imagine if we have dozens of people out there across the state doing it, how much we're going to get accomplished. So I'm challenging all of you to get involved in some capacity because it's very important. I'm doing what I can, but I'm only one person. And I'm going to continue to do as much as I can going into 2025. And one of the best ways for me to do that is to continue to hike sections of this trail and be able to witness it on the ground level and be able to feature it on my YouTube channel, Cajun Hikes, so that in the future, people will be able to go and start watching it and seeing what the trail looks like before they make plans to go out. And I have to say that the engagement so far hasn't been bad. I mean, I've had over 100 views the first 2 days of the trail. Days 4 and 5 are catching up very quickly to that. Even the announcement that I made the other day about asking you all to hike the trail with me, that's already almost approaching 100 views. So people are out there watching it. We just need people out there to go out and hike it. So that's my biggest challenge to you all next year, is to get involved some kind of way. And so keep an eye out for any updates. Please go check that spreadsheet that I have. The link is through the Bayou State Trail website, which is www.bayoustatetrail.com/events. Click on the link. It's a spreadsheet. Put your name, put your email address, and then there's a third column that does state that if there's an alternate date that you can go, and it's not that date in the upper left-hand corner, put that date. Now, just keep in mind, I'd rather you put it within a week or so of that tentative date, because it's really not going to do much good if we have something planned for late January, but you put March, because by that point, it's going to be hiked. Find another spot along the trail during the month of March that you would like to be able to hike instead, and put your information on every single one. The tabs are at the bottom. It's from left to right, starting with the first scheduled hike coming up. And right now, I have it for December the 28th. And then you'll see it. Each tab, click on it. You're going to see day by day when I plan on going out tentatively and what that hike is. And it shows the starting point and the end point, a little summary, and the mileage estimate on what that hike is going to look like. I'm looking forward to hiking with more of you. I know of you out there are interested. The more people we can get out, the better the experience. We'll be able to accommodate a lot better with transportation, maybe being able to go to a nearby campsite. If you would like to go to something that's a little bit more designated, that's going to be available with more people involved. So again, I appreciate all of you being involved and checking all this out, and not just you, but others. Share this information, because I really believe now more than ever that this trail can become a very popular trail in this part of the country, but it's going to take each and every one of you to make that happen. So thanks for watching. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a happy 2025. And I will see you again on this channel starting in January of 2025.